Hello, everybody. So I am really excited to finally bring this topic to all of you because I think that the people who are drawn to some of my teaching and messaging are people who really care for other people and find themselves losing a lot of energy and they feel exhausted and they feel tired. And so I imagine if you experience that, then you're looking for ways to be able to give in the ways that you want to give, take care of the people around you, but also to feel good because you deserve to feel good too. Why not? So I really wanted to speak to this, and I asked you guys a little like a week ago what you would want to talk about, and so I got that people are interested in figuring out how to stay grounded when you're taking care of other people. So before we go into that, I'm really excited to just share with you this new tool that I'm using. And I'm using it and I want to pilot it with 5 people. Not 5 people, 5 people. I want to pilot it with 5 people. And this is a tool that I have gone through. This is a process that I have gone through that has given me a sense of awareness about what, what triggers me, what makes me turn inside and shut down, what causes me stress, what I do when something comes at me, or I feel like there is a lot of conflict, or someone just, we're not working well together. So whatever it is, that tension is something that I want to have a greater awareness about, and also even figure out how not to let it affect me so much and how to reduce my stress. So I want to bring that to my people. This is what I want most of all. I care about the energy levels of everybody that is in my life. So stay to the end. I have like a little code word that I'm going to give you. And if you have this code word and you come to me afterwards and you say, yeah, I would love to go through a process. I'm planning on doing 3 weeks on Tuesday nights, just an hour. So it's basically like 3 hours in total. And you will be amazed at how you can reduce your stress level. If that is of any interest to you, then let me know. That code is going to take half off of what it should be costing. So just let me know. And because this is what I want most for everybody. Okay, so let's get back to the topic at hand. We are looking at how to care for others without losing all of your energy. This is what I want most. So I want to just start with who this topic is for. How do you know if you're one of these people that cares so much and loses a piece of themselves in the process? So I just want to know if some of what I'm imagining for you, if this is you, then if this sounds like you, then what I'm going to say next is going to really speak to you. So people who have a lot of this caring energy, this caring mode of being in the world, maybe it is for your family, maybe it is for your job, maybe it is for literally people who you are caring for if they're ill, whatever it is, maybe it's your coworkers, your partner, your kids. So you have a lot of this caring energy. So in that energy, in that mode of being, you are giving and you are supportive and you are helping, and it feels selfless, and nothing feels better than when you can really help someone, when you can affect their lives, impact their lives. And if they are winning, if they are succeeding and you have helped them with that, then you just feel so good. People who have this big caring mode about them, they are great problem solvers, and they experience a lot of compassion and gratitude and this love. And sometimes that love can actually even be conditional love, right? So there's kind of a give and take, because when you're giving that out, you don't expect anything. In fact, you can you may not even take so much personally, maybe you do. But what can happen is if you're giving so much and nobody just gives you a hand and without you having to ask, you're like, what is this? And you get really upset, and that's understandable. You're giving. What? I have to ask for every little thing that I might need? So that's what that feels like. in that perspective, it's people who experience that mode of being a lot. You come from a heart space and you make deep connections. So when you're making those big decisions, you're considering the implications and how it affects other people before you take action, because you are thinking about all the scenarios and how it's going to play out. And, in that mode, you can use that mode for yourself. You can use that mode for yourself. And we're going to get to that in just a little bit. You in that mode of being there for other people because you care so much about the outcome of them, you might be able to see things actually very objectively. And if there's a problem, you have a tendency to jump and fix it. And then what ends up happening is people come to you a lot with their problems. So if that sounds like you, then this really is for you. The advantages of being in that mode are that you really can make a difference in the world. And what a gift you are. What a gift you are that you can make a difference in the world. By the way, you're a gift even if you don't pick up a finger. But that's another one. That's another video in the future. So let's talk about those disadvantages, though. The disadvantages of that caring, giving energy. It's when if you don't establish healthy boundaries for yourself, then you put the needs of other people way ahead of your own, or you even get pulled in other people's drama. And if you take on too much of that, then you drop into this mode of maybe shutting down, maybe you get really defensive and resentful, and it's also possible for you to get really overwhelmed. So this is kind of that experience that we're talking about. And if this is you, then all I want in the world is for you to be able to have that greater awareness and then to be able to have choice how you respond. And with that response, a lot of people, think that they either have to choose between their self-care and helping other people. And so what I want to do today is we want to figure out a way for you to honor those values that you have. Honor the value of taking care of other people and also take care of yourself. And one of the mistakes that people make is they have this black and white, and it's not a mistake. It's just, it's something that many of us actually, it's understandable that we fall into, but we have this very black and white thinking. Either I'm helping other people or I'm helping myself. If I say no to them right now, that means I'm not helping them and I am selfish. And remember, people in this mode, they feel so good when they're in that moment of helping that it can feel really bad when you decide, no, I'm not going to do that thing that you want me to do. It can be so hard. So hard. So let's talk about that for a little bit. I remember when I was dating someone, and I just, I don't know about you, but, people in this energy, when you are starting a relationship, you want to give and you want to give and you want to give. This was years and years ago. And I remember thinking to myself, is it supposed to be this exhausting? Is it supposed to be this exhausting? So here are the questions that I want you to consider when you do get to that point where you're just so tapped out. This is when you have the awareness, and I want you we're developing that awareness where you can say to yourself, have I overextended? It's not, am I bad? It's not, why can't I, do more? That's the kind of thinking that we oftentimes have, and that's a gremlin. Why am I not doing more? I have to do more. I should be doing more. So the question that we're flipping this a little bit is asking, objectively, maybe I've overextended. Okay, let's consider that for a little bit. How would you know if you've overextended? Well, you may be tired. You may actually be starting to get sick because you've been tapping into that energy that it's called catabolic energy. where you're experiencing so much stress that those stress hormones, cortisol, is actually physically breaking down aspects of your body. So have I gone so above and beyond what anyone has asked of me that I have kind of dug myself into this exhausted, don't have any more energy, so that I have to shut down? And the question that we want to ask is, what is that costing you? And I want you to go through this. When you get to that point, take a piece of paper, take a pad and a pen. Do it on your phone, whatever it is. Say, what is this costing me? And you might come up with things like, well, the people who I'm trying to help, I'm actually very snappy with them. So it's costing me my relationships. I'm tired. I'm getting sick. It's costing me my health. It's costing me time for myself. It's costing me pleasure. It's costing you so many different things. So, but really, I want you to list 10 different things that mode is costing you. And then here's what we want to do. After that, we want to think about how can I honor myself and my value of taking care of other people at the same time. So we're looking for a win-win. And a win-win doesn't mean that I win and you lose. A win-win means that everybody gets served. And we're moving out of this black and white thinking, and we're saying, okay, so how are you going to get what you need and when I want to get what I need? And by the way, if we're stuck in that place where, well, the only thing I can do for you, the only way that I can take care of you is doing this one thing, and I can't imagine anything else, then that means that you're in that black and white thinking and you want to take a break. Or you might ask yourself, what is an opportunity here to get creative? How can we get creative here? The other thing that I oftentimes will find with people is that the way they might be viewing someone that they're trying to help is that they need to be fixed, that they are helpless in some way. And sometimes people really do need our help, and sometimes there's a way for us to see them as fully capable people who we can be in partnership with. Another way of looking at this is, what is the broader way that I can help this person? Not lip service, not like, how I help myself so that I'm helping them? Like, no. Think about it objectively. So, when we are stepping back, becoming more objective, realizing that that quick fix of how good it feels when we help someone else, maybe that's not the decision that we want to make right then. Maybe we want to honor their needs and our needs. And by doing so, we are holding both of us up and we're actually creating partners. So it's not only us that's taking care of ourselves, we're giving them the opportunity. Imagine how good it's going to feel for them to be able to give and to be there for us. We're giving them an opportunity to express and to give and to feel that good feeling of compassion and love. What a gift we might be able to give them. So we can get creative. It's a lot of, you can get creative with your giving. So if you're interested at all in exploring, and if you're feeling stuck, right, getting out of that mindset is really hard. And that's why I do this work, because I sit with people, I listen to them, I can hear what's behind what they are saying and be able to open it up for them. So, okay. So one opportunity, work with me directly. Another one-on-one. Another opportunity is what I mentioned at the beginning of this, which is I'm looking for 5 people for an hour a week for 3 weeks. We're going to meet Tuesday nights, and that is my day off, Tuesday nights. I don't get many days off, and I am devoting it to these 5 people who may be interested. I'm only going to be doing it if I can get 5 people. So if you are interested and you want to use that code that I put out, that I'm about to put out there, then write it down, text your friends, forward this video to your friends if you think that it might speak to them. And that code word is energy. The code word is energy, because that's what I want for you. I want you to feel effortless energy. It's possible. I promise you it's possible. Okay. So looking forward to seeing who this